Tony has given us the contribution from last night's Thursday night football game that it's the rare double horse game. It was the rare double horse game between the Colts and the Broncos.
We got a couple of double bird games this, right? We got Cardinals versus Eagles.
I've got a couple of double birds for you and the grid of death in general because this is a sloppy mess. I'm mad at everybody. There's nobody here as we peter out at the end of the week. There's no Jessica, no Chris Cote, no Greg Cote, no Billy, no Stugotz. I mean, it's absurd. The number of people who are out here, and I think if they're not going to be punished, Stugotz again has left early. Did I just hear the Reaper singing? Was the Reaper singing inside of the mask?
It was.
The genderless Reaper, who is not a he, we don't know who the Reaper is, but I heard a muffled singing from the Reaper, oddly delighted by coming back around here and starting this infernal game. Mike Ryan, there needs to be punishments for all the people who aren't here. Why am I here every goddamn week, in costumes, losing, and no one else is here?
Your name is on the show, Dan, and with that comes great responsibility.
Where's Stugotz?
Stugotz's name is on the show.
It really bothers me when people say they're going to do something and then they don't do it, or they do it at their own time. It's just, grinds my gears.
What are we doing here, Whittingham? With the commissioner not here, are we just going, the people here should just pick for the people who aren't here, and only the people who aren't here should have to do anything this week?
I love the idea.
That's the anarchy that I proposed ahead of the segment because Billy Gill normally runs this segment, not here. There's so many people who aren't here. I just sort of asked myself, well, what if we just pick for the people? Because we're like, okay, let's double up. Tony, you pick for Chris Cote. I'll pick for Billy. Roy picks for Stugotz. Michael pick for Jess. And then we're just sort of like, wait, why are we all doubling up? Why don't we just pick for the people who aren't here? Yes. Because of the fact they're not here.
The payoff is for the audience, for all of us to be ashamed. We're making a decision that only favors us, but I am now suggesting, I'm making an executive order this week that will have a lot of backlash on it, I'm sure. I want all of the people who aren't here to look up and find when we announce the teams that are associated with each person and to see 5 golden helmets of life near our name with us not explaining to them in any way what's happened, just that they missed out on the most amazing thing where Mike seems disappointed. Mike doesn't see the honor in any of this.
You guys can betray what is the spirit of this benchmark all you want. I am a man of the people. I will adhere to the rules, and I will still pick a helmet for myself because without order there is chaos.
Well, we've already got chaos, and we've already got a bunch of people who aren't here.
I will not be held responsible for your skirting of the rules, Dan Le Batard.
How about if instead of we give ourselves bye weeks, we assign teams to the people who aren't here by reverse order of point spread?
I'm crossing the picket line. I'm playing this traditionally.
Okay, so like we don't just say, let's give one person the Steelers because they're 14-point underdogs by virtue of not being here. You get the Steelers, sorry.
I mean, you're picking for people. They understand what consequences might come of that. If you decide to pull a 14-point underdog with your first pull and you think that that's a good pick, who am I to tell you it's not?
I have a feeling that Billy's going to make us pick twice next week if we go through this.
I mean, Billy's got no control over anything here. When's the last time Billy served a punishment of any kind? The commissioner absolves himself from all things. Let's begin with the stupid music, the stupid game, the stupid singing Reaper, stupid Mike Ryan.
All right, so here's the decision. Let's play the game the traditional way for the moment. We'll pick for 2 people each. Jess.
That's not the traditional way. The traditional way is everyone reaches into the bucket for themselves.
That's fair, but for the moment, let's maintain the spirit of the game, and let's pick for 2 people.
Go, Tony,
I'm on my last week of Golden Helmet of Life, so I'm free, but I will be picking for Chris Cote.
Okay.
Who's got the point spreads? I do not have the point spread.
I got him.
This one feels good.
I don't trust you. I don't trust you,
The Rams.
The Rams.
All right, the Rams are 5.5-point favorites at home against the Cowboys.
Ooh, Cooper Rush, though.
Really? That's a sentence you're uttering now?
Yeah, 3-0.
Cooper Rush. Yeah, it's actually 4-0 as a
Teddy
starter.
Bridgewater was 5-0.
Which Cooper will have a bigger game?
Ooh. Has Cooper Rush thrown an interception this season? I don't believe he has.
I mean,
no, he's not.
The case
4
is
touchdowns,
building.
0
Tony,
interceptions.
what are you doing?
I'm going to keep it for Chris Cote. I'm going to keep the Rams.
All right, I'll go for myself then first. All right, the New Orleans Saints. I already don't like it.
Why should you?
They're home with the Seahawks. They're actually 5.5-point favorites. Vegas loves the Saints for some reason.
They
You know
just
what?
covered.
Despite the fact that the Saints are 5.5-point favorites, I'm putting them back.
Really?
I don't want the Saints.
Good. He doesn't want to face the Seahawks, Dan.
I don't want the Saints. Is this Washington?
Yeah, those are the commies.
These are the Commanders. I don't like that either. Although they are 1.5-point home underdogs against the Titans. So fair enough for me.
Over under 7.5 appearances on the red zone for that game.
Under.
That game?
Under.
Well
Under.
All right. This is for Billy. The Tennessee Titans. So let's just go head to head.
Classic matchup.
All right, Tony, do you want to pick for somebody? Who do you want to pick for?
He picked for Chris Cody
I picked
already.
for Chris
But
Cody.
how about
yeah.
for yourself? You're still
No,
in the
Golden Helmet of Life,
Life.
baby. Last week.
Steve Martin is also on that golden helmet.
He also
I missed that. My bad. Roy, who are you
We
picking
all generally
for?
have the same reaction to whenever Tony talks. So
Oh, Jesus.
Cold. I mean, I had
Hey,
to
you
pick
had
the
two
Chiefs.
double
Me.
birds for me. We're
when
talking.
are we eating the toilet paper?
Chiefs. Roy has got the Chiefs. That's got to be good. That's always good.
They've
All right.
got the Raiders Monday Night Football.
All right, that's a keeper for me. Here's Stugotz's pick.
You're 4-0 for Stugotz. He claims that he's having you pick because you always pick well for him.
7-point favorites
Big
against
Apple.
the Raiders.
This is the Big Apple helmet.
So make him
Ah.
take his
Team in
Jets
New
and
York.
leave it with his Jets. Give him his Jets and let him have that.
I'm undefeated for him.
No, that's not your obligation.
Source of great pride for you.
It's not your obligation to provide good picks for him. The Jets are 3.5-point home dogs to the Dolphins. Maybe they'll beat Teddy Bridgewater.
I'm
You
gonna-
can also go Giants in Tottenham Hotspur
Wait,
Stadium.
put it back. That's your second poll, isn't it?
No,
No,
this
no,
is
that's-
Stugotz's.
that's
This
first-
is
he
Stugotz's.
kept the
I had
Chiefs.
All right,
Okay.
I'm going to do
All right,
him
putting
in
it back.
solid. And the Buffalo Bills. So
Major
14-point
upgrade.
favorites
There you go.
against the Steelers.
Weirdly,
Left out.
Roy is now proud of being 4-0, preventing Stugotz from going to a bucket, so he won't pay penalties he will owe anyway. What a
Yeah.
weird thing for you to be proud of.
it's the only thing that I've won so far this season, this goddamn game. So, yeah.
Mike Ryan, go ahead and who are you picking for? You picking for yourself because you're an honorable person who hasn't eaten toilet paper, or are you picking for someone else?
I am playing to raise awareness out there for The Big Game, an original musical done by the Dan Le Batard Show about last year's NFL season. Please consider it if you're a member of the RA. It's Recording Academy, folks. It's a
Who are you
jargon.
picking for?
Me. And that cause, The Big Game.
And then Jessica.
Got the New York Jets with my first pool. We'll be putting that back. Teddy Bridgewater, not bad as a starter. Come on. Thank you for your service. Thank you for your service. So
This has been a subject of major controversy in recent weeks, so I'm going to
Has
try
it?
and make sure I get this right.
all right. While you look up what the military schools are doing right now, I will pick for Jess in the interest of moving this thing along.
No one's picked for Billy yet?
I picked for Billy. I have the Titans.
Who's missing?
I always hate it when something's missing a face mask. Baltimore Ravens have the Bengals on Sunday Night Football. Who's the favorite in that game?
The Bengals in Sunday Night Football. The Ravens are 3-point favorites at home against the Bengals.
All right, so Jess gets a favorite. So there you go.
Does anyone want to pick for Greg Cote? Am I picking for Greg Cote?
Yeah, you can pick for Greg Cody, Dan.
Is there anyone else missing
What are the
today?
military schools doing?
All right, I've got 2 of them so far, both of them dogs. Air Force are 10-point favorites against Utah State.
Are you reading that correctly?
I am reading that correctly.
Yes, Air Force is better than Utah State this year.
All right, I will take Air Force. Thank you for
Utah
your
State
service.
stinks.
Navy +6, Army +17. So Air
will-
Force is really
I'm
the only
picking for
selection.
Greg Cote here. Greg Cote has an underdog helmet. Do I want any underdogs?
Yeah, I mean, you could take the Pittsburgh Steelers. They're a 14-point underdog against the Buffalo Bills. You never know what to expect with the quarterback's first start.
Could take the Falcons, 9-point underdogs away at
Or
the
you could
Tampa
take-
Bay Bucks.
Or you could take the Steelers.
How about a small dog? Look at the
Seahawks.
spirit of the rules guy. All of a
5.5
sudden trying
Seahawks.
to bury
What?
Greg
I'm
Cote.
trying to give you a cake and eat it too. Don't you like cake?
Browns, 2.5-point dogs at home against the Chargers.
I'm putting it back. Putting it back for Cody, and now I picked the Chicago Bears, which has to be terrible.
Which is an underdog.
They
Well,
are 7.5-point underdogs away at Minnesota.
Yeah, why are you putting that back? That's out of there. That's Greg Cody's team.
Whatever.
So, yeah, so I hope you pick the Bears too. Just
I've got
because
the
you like to skirt
Packers.
the rules.
I've got the Packers. What are
Tottenham
they?
Hotspur Stadium for that one, Dan. 3-1 versus 3-1.
That is, they are against the Giants. They're 8-point favorites.
All right, I'll take them. I can't do a lot better than that, can I?
No, that's pretty good.
Sure to lose.